And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now it's Crowder. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. On first down, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They run it here with Thompson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Throwing on third down, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They'll run with Thompson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening. On first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, a run with Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll run it here. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch. Also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Now Goff on first down. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. And now running right through it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I don't think there's any question that Jordan Reed is as athletic as any tight end in the league. All right, I don't think there's any debate about that. The hard part is just him being able to be healthy.
And when he's on the field, though, boy, does he take them to an... And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 4-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And Ndamukong Suh forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Here's Smith now on second down. Finding room at the 30. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. Smith now. Throwing again. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Now Smith to throw on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And it's a fumble. And the Rams have got it back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. And an update now from up in Seattle. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And here come the Redskins now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Michael Brockers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and some room to work. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now they try the right side here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Looking to throw on second down. Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver in Kenny Britt out wide, but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuffed the run game.
Ten yards still left on second down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Flushed out right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And an update from a game going on out in Denver. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Smith on 3rd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Give them 6 on the play there. And that leads to a Washington 1st down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's good to see Josh Dotson back on the field. Only 2 games played as a rookie due to an injury. They need his high-flying ways to spark their offense.
And they expect a lot out of those high-flying ways. Third wide receiver taken in last year's draft. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. Smith now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Smith on first down. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. You just saw another example of it there.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now it's Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When I evaluated Jamison Crowder coming out of Duke, I thought he was already a pro in how he approached the game and ran routes, and I think his head coach Jay Gruden agrees.
Yeah, he has said repeatedly we want to keep him on the field as much as possible. He had 847 yards, 7 touchdowns a season ago. Second and 10, Smith again. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that.